All right, so we have the recording started, resumed. All right, so we have the last shop. The last stop boutique is having a 5-day sale. We start on Monday, right? Just for example, and the price will drop 10% of the previous day price. Um, for example, if the original price is $20, on Monday the price would be 18. So from the first day the price would go down. So the second day the price would be 10% of the previous day's price. So we go down from 18 to 16.20, and so forth and so forth. We want to use a for loop to do this, and we have, and essentially I'll be writing over the solution that Real sent. Okay, so we have real price and we have int d. And this is really all we need for this, because we could then tell the user to print, please enter the original price. And we'll enter the original price and say input price. And day acts as our counter. So we say for day is equal to 1 to 5. Step 1. So what do we have here so far? We have the original price being entered inside of price, and we say for day is equal to 1 to 5, step 1. What do we want to do on each day? Each day we want price to be 10% of its original value. How do we get 10% of its original value? We could either multiply price by 0.9, or we could multiply price by 0.1 and minus it from price. So we can say each day that price is equal to price minus price multiplied by 10 over 100. 10%, the price goes down by 10% each day. And of course, we do what's in the brackets first. So we find 10 over 100 is 0.1. We multiply price by 0.1, and then we take away that 10% from the original price, and that becomes the new price. And because we were told that the price that we want to print out on day 1 is 10%, is why we do this before we print out what the price is on Monday. So we could say print the price on day D is $. Okay, so what is going to print out here is that the price on day 1 is whatever the price was worked out to be. The price on day 2 is whatever the price was worked out to be. And this is where we end the for loop. And this is the entire solution. So that what we get over the course of the 5 days is that we get the price of day 1 is $9. If the price was originally $10, the price on day 2 is 10% of that $9. It essentially, Hanson, it is, yeah, what some of you all came up with. So if this is where you're at, right, especially with a nice solution at this point, don't overthink it. Don't over. Excuse a second. So if we let's just run through a test with this with a truth table. Okay, we have price, a trace table, sorry, and we have D. And then of course we have our output. And if we enter a price, let's enter any price. Let me ask Adele to just give me a value for price.
$10.
All right, so we go back with $10. So we have $10 inside there, and day is our counter in this instance. So some people could, if you use day as the amount of days you want to run this for, then day would have been like a constant. But if it is that you're using day as your counter, day is a variable. Okay, it's all about how you implement your solution. So day starts off at 1, and we say price is equal to price multiplied by price by 10 over 100. So 10% of price is $1, and we take that away from price. So price then, the value of price goes to $9. And our output is day 1, $9. I just shortening what I have here, okay, for space purposes. Then we move up day to 2. Then price is $9 multiplied by 10%, that's 90 cents. So the value of price is now $8.10. So we print out day 2, $8.10. And then day goes up to 3. And we have to minus what, 81 cents from that? So could somebody just give me a quick
7.29.
thank you. 7.29. And so we print out day 3 is $7.29. And then we have day 4. We go up to day 4. And 10% of $7.29 taken away from $7.29 is
$6.56.
$6.56. So we say day 4 is $6.56. And then we have day 5. We're taking away essentially 65 cents from this, which will be
5.90 cents. Well, $5.90.
right. So we have day 5 with $5.90. And then they would have gone to 6, and we cannot continue when day is 6. Because that's the boundaries of our loop. Agreed? Okay. So any questions? Any questions?
You good, sir.
All right. I have a real nice question for you, but I feel it will explode on your brain.
So you ready?
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Did we have a homework question? I feel like I asked you all to do something for homework for last week.
I feel so too, sir, but I don't think so.
So you're sure you mixed
If
up with the lessons?
no,
Yeah, we asked us a
no.
lesson, sir.
I know I asked in lessons, but I feel like last day, which was what, the 11th? The last thing that we did, we didn't have something from homework, boy, like to do this as a flow chart.
I don't know about that one, sir.
Well,
I don't know, sir.
all right, so I'll go and see some assignments pop up. Oh, no. All right, we have a flowchart assignment, and we'll have some basic looping assignments and programming assignments to do. Okay? I feel like they're trying a smart one on me, no, Clement needed to turn off his camera before he laughing like he laughing here because I feel like if Clement knows exactly that I said, hey, do this as a flow chart, and you're not seeing it, and I'm just hoping that my old brain forget it.
See, I really feel you give us an assignment to do a flow chart, so yeah.
Yeah, you
Remember.
feel so now. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right. Clement get it on camera that he on my side. All right. Okay. Y'all, this is one just for you guys to think about. Okay, so we're just gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it for now. We're gonna talk about it for now, and you know, this is a nice little challenge question for you guys to think about over the course of the next week. Okay, so we want to write a solution to tell us whether a number is a palindrome. And a palindrome is a value or a word that can be read the same backwards or forwards. So if we have the number 81,318, 81,318, this one is, I don't really want to algorithm. I want you to think about how you would figure out how we would do a question like this. Okay, if you can write the algorithm, write the algorithm. If you can't write the algorithm, again, I just need you to think through the steps towards solving something like this. Okay, I could have a number, I could have a bunch of numbers, 21. Is it a palindrome? I look at it. No, it's not a palindrome. I have 818. Is it a palindrome? Yes. I have 2002. Is it a palindrome? Yes. I have 4,537. Is it a palindrome? No. How am I? And I don't want to use arrays. We are not at the point where we are using arrays. What can I
Wait, but so
do?
how is that going to tell us like the numbers if you can't use arrays? Like
We have learned everything so far that we need to solve this. We have all the building blocks. Right? We have all the building blocks. It's a question that seems a lot harder than it is. But we thinking in terms of steps. Think of it more of a riddle, eh? How would I know? Because you do it. I could write down a number here. I could write down let me call on somebody. Let me call on Alexandra. Alexandra, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Right. If I write down this number, is that number a palindrome, Alexandra?
Yes, sir.
How did you work that out in your head?
Sir, well,
I see you, Kiana, coming to you. Let me finish with Alexandra here.
sir, after I finished writing it, the first one I looked at was the middle number, which was 1. And then I looked at both sides to see if they were like reflective, I guess, if they were the same order.
Okay, Alexandra, let me write down another question, right? There's no middle number here. How did you work that out?
So I read the 3 beginning numbers. So when I read the whole thing, I matched up the beginning number to the end number, and I just continued on inwards.
Okay. All right, no problem. That's one way of solving them, eh? And I think that is a bit of array thinking with that solution. Kian,
Well, so mine might be a race too, sir, because I was just gonna say to, well, based on how many numbers you have, if it's an even number, you just you know, you just check the first and last, the second and the second and second to last, and you just keep going like that. Or if it's an odd number, you do the exact same thing, except you should have a number in the middle that should be different, but everything else should
right?
be correlating.
Kian, I like your thinking, but the question is, how do I isolate this number and this number? How do I isolate this number and this number? This number and this number. How do
So,
I well, I know that this number is the same. Again, it's the same with these. How do I isolate these numbers?
so I know, sir, but I think I'll do some kind of calculation.
Well, I agree.
Like,
Let's
if you
uh-huh.
add the first number and the second number on the left hand side, if you add the last number, the second to last number,
Uh-huh.
um, you could match it back. I don't know.
Well, that might be
Oh yeah,
a way, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I I could give you all a hint. I could give you all a hint that might allow you to help, but I don't know if I want a hint.
May I say?
So, no, sir,
No
no
hints.
hint, no hint.
No
No, say, I
hints.
want the hint. I want the hint. Take it message me privately. Say what the hint.
If you don't want the hint, if you don't want the hint right now, take a little walk away from your. Okay. The hint mightn't be too much of a hint. Somebody here might want a customer after I give the hint. Okay. But the hint that I'm giving here is I just going to write 10 to the power 0, 10 to the power of 1, 10 to the power 2, 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 4, 10 to the power 5, 10 to the power 6. That's all. That's all you get. That's all you get. It might have something to do with that. After that hint, everything else you know how to do. Did
So
that
I feel
help
you could
anybody?
drop one more hint, sir.
What? I give only the answer here. What trouble is
So,
this, boy?
so is it that, well, you basically you're assigning each number to that variable and then matching them back to each other or something like that?
You kind of you're kind of you're kind of making sense there. Yes, right. But you have to. I would say that you're using this and using this. You have to perform a match, but you also have to use this to the power of tens and whatnot to be able to know how much values you have to do it for as well. So there's two parts to it. You have to first know how big the number is, and then you have to match the places of the numbers. I've given you all the answer. Right? I'm disappointed in myself. Mr. Valdez, you've said too much. Always do this. So, right? You know, these children are gonna walk all over you and just provide an answer in the beginning of next class like that. Did I say too much? Nobody's agreeing with me.
So, you
Nobody's
don't want the
agreeing.
hint?
What do you mean? Like I gave you all extra.
No, so I really went for a walk. I went to get some water. So,
All right.
like,
Okay.
I
Good.
want
Good. Good.
to
Good.
try it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. The hint was given. Okay, so Real, see, I'm asking you to build a castle out of Play-Doh. I'm not asking you to write the algorithm further. I'm asking you to think through the steps using what we know so far in terms of solving this. I think that you have to be able to like puzzles. If you like video games, chances are you like puzzles. If you like puzzles, then, programming should be fine. Just sit down, we're thinking through it. What can I do to be able to get the size of these values? All right. Think about what I'm not saying anymore. If it is that you're really getting an issue, message me. Or if it's real burn in your brain, message me, and I will kind of walk you through with it. But I would really like for you to spend some time, think about it, and then we will talk about this next class as well. Yes, John Michael.
By chance, that anything to do with changing the numbers to binary or something like that?
No.
All right.
No. No, I don't have anything to do with changing the numbers to binary, but no, it doesn't. It really and truly have to do with the powers of 10.
All right, so we'll figure it out later.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so.
You see this assignment and you get vexed and you just want to go on lunch. All right. Hey, folks, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you all on Thursday. Well, I'll confirm about Thursday. And please, if you didn't sign the register, please remember to